Have you ever just stopped and thought about all the incredible gifts our planet gives us? Like every single day? Well, we're about to go on a little adventure to uncover some of nature's most amazing treasures. We're talking everything from the invisible air we breathe to the solid ground right under our feet. So, let's get into it.
So, let me introduce you to two kids, Bhumi and Surya. They're on vacation visiting their grandmother, Aji, and she lives in this amazing village tucked away in the Western Ghats in India. I mean, it is a whole different world from their city life. The air is so clean and fresh, and nature is just everywhere. Aji, their grandmother, she tells them her village is absolutely full of secret treasures, and she's going to help them find every single one. And the very first one? Well, it's all around them. Something we all need every single second of our lives. The air we breathe.
Okay, so Aji has this fun little experiment for them, and hey, you should try it too, right now. Take a big, deep breath. And hold it. Go on. See how long you can last. That tight feeling you start to get? That's your body screaming, hey, I need oxygen. It's that special ingredient in the air that literally keeps us going.
But here's something that might surprise you. The air we're breathing isn't just one thing. Nope, it's actually a mix of a bunch of different gases. Most of it, a whopping 78%, is nitrogen. The part our bodies really need, oxygen, that makes up about 21%. And that last tiny little 1%, that's just a mix of a few other gases. So air is obviously essential for breathing, but you know what? It has other powers too. When all that air starts moving around, it creates a force you can actually feel. We call this moving air wind, and it's one of nature's most incredible sources of energy.
Want to see that wind power in action? You can make a super simple pinwheel, or a furky, as it's called in many parts of India. Just follow these easy steps. It's a classic toy, but it shows off a pretty amazing science secret.
So, what happens when you blow on your furky, or run around with it? It spins like crazy. That's you creating your own wind. That puff of air pushes against the blades and makes them rotate. In a way, your own breath becomes a tiny, tiny wind farm. Okay, now imagine taking that simple little furky and making it huge. That's basically what a windmill is. We build these giant farms of them to catch the wind's energy and turn it into electricity that can power our homes, our schools, our cities, everything.
But where does almost all the energy on Earth really come from? You guessed it, the sun. It's our planet's ultimate battery. Its light gives plants all the energy they need to make their own food through that cool process we call photosynthesis.
So watching a cow just munching away on grass gets Bhumi and Surya into a little debate. Who's right? Well, it's Surya. See, the cow gets its energy by eating the grass, and the grass got its energy from the sun. It's like this giant energy chain, and it all starts with a little bit of sunshine.
Aji's tour of nature's treasures is far from over. Next up, she shows them two more precious gifts that are absolutely essential for all life on this planet: the water we drink and the amazing forest that covers so much of our world.
You know, from space, our home is this beautiful blue marble, right? And that's because it's covered in water. But here's the catch. Most of that is salty ocean water we can't drink, and a lot of the fresh water is frozen solid in glaciers. The water in our rivers and lakes that we can actually use, it is an unbelievably tiny amount of the total. And because fresh water is so rare, we have to be really smart about how we use it. I mean, on one side, you see water just being wasted. But on the other, you see a really clever solution: rainwater harvesting. Just by collecting and storing the rain that falls on our roofs, we can save this precious resource for later.
Forests are another one of nature's incredible treasures. They're these vibrant, living communities, providing food and shelter for countless creatures. And Anji teaches the kids this wonderful lesson in sharing. They only gather fruits that have already fallen, leaving plenty on the trees for the birds and squirrels. It's all about balance.
Okay, so we've looked all around us, we've looked up at the sun, now let's look down, right at the ground beneath our feet. The soil, the rocks, the minerals, these are the treasures that form the very foundation of our world.
So what exactly is soil? Well, it's not just dirt. It's this super complex mixture that takes, get this, thousands of years to form. It starts with rocks breaking down, bit by bit, and then it gets all these nutrients from decaying plants and tiny organisms. This precious, slow-made material is literally what allows us to grow our food.
And what about the rocks and minerals themselves? Oh, we've been using them forever. I mean, from sharp arrowheads for hunting to the very stones that built our homes.
And even today, minerals that we mine from the earth are essential for everything from sparkling jewelry to the phone you might be watching this on right now.
Besides rocks and minerals, there's another kind of treasure we get from deep within the earth. It's a special type of fuel that has powered our modern world, from our cars to our factories. We call them fossil fuels, and the name, fossil, kind of gives away their origin story. They're formed from the fossilized remains of ancient plants and tiny organisms that were buried for millions and millions of years. All that heat and pressure turned them into what we know as coal, oil, and natural gas.
Now, while these fuels have given us a ton of power, they come with two really big problems. First, there's only a limited amount. Once they're gone, they are gone for good. And second, burning them releases smoke and pollution into the air, creating the exact kind of smog that Bhumi and Surya noticed when they got back to their city.
This leads us to the most important lesson Aji teaches them. It's a way to sort all of nature's treasures into two different groups. And, understanding this difference is the real secret to protecting our planet.
So we can basically put all of nature's gifts into two main boxes. On one side, you have renewable resources. These are the ones that nature can remake or refill, like sunlight that shines every day or trees that can grow back. On the other side, you have non-renewable resources. These are the ones we can't get back. There's a limited supply, and once we use them up, that's it.
Okay, so let's sort the treasures we've discovered. In the renewable corner, we've got things that just keep on coming, like air, water, sun, and wind. And in the non-renewable corner, we have the things we really need to use wisely. Fossil fuels, minerals, and yep, even soil, which takes so long to form.
And this really brings us to a famous quote from Mahatma Gandhi. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's need, but not for every man's greed. Our planet has given us everything we could possibly need. The real question is, can we learn to use these treasures wisely so they last for everyone, for all time? Thanks for joining me for this explainer.